Role-playing games are very diverse. A story-driven RPG is based on an event or series of events. But there are many different definitions of narratives when it comes to role-playing games. Narrative is how the event in a story happens. You could be learning a story through a first-person perspective from the eyes of one character, or a third-person perspective for a bigger picture. Sometimes a story is told out of sequence or through intertwining plotlines. Now, Vampire: The Masquerade Swansong is being sold as a narrative-driven game, and there's different styles of narratives in a video game. Creating a unique story through your own action and choices is one style of gameplay narrative. The other is environmental narrative, where you're learning the story through observing and interacting with the world and its characters. Question is, who's behind the game? What's the gameplay like? And most importantly, is this a type of game that you want to play? If you're interested in any of these questions and more, then join me in taking a sneak peek at Vampire: The Masquerade Swansong. And if you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell to help the channel grow. And if you're interested in more Vampire Masquerade videos, then check out my Bloodlines 2 video, and I'll link it in the description below. And with that out of the way, let's get back to Vampire: The Masquerade Swansong. Vampire: The Masquerade Swansong is an upcoming narrative-driven single-player role-playing video game. It's being developed by Big Bad Wolf Studio, a French independent video game developer based out of Bordeaux, France, and published by Nacon, a Big Ben Interactive, best known for the console release back in 2018. The focus isn't on combat, but the power of persuasion. With Swansong, we are taking a narrative RPG formula so core to our studio DNA and scaling it up as we adapt the systems from the Vampire: The Masquerade tabletop into a video game experience. The political intrigue and supernatural mystery baked into the settings are a perfect fit for the story we want to tell. Although Swansong is part of a larger World of Darkness series, it's a completely separate adventure to the franchise's other upcoming title, Bloodlines 2. Swansong is set in Boston, in a world of darkness where vampire exists unbeknownst to humans. This practice of hiding from humans is called the Masquerade, and is upheld by the vampire sect, the Camarilla. The new Camarilla Prince of Boston, Hazel Iverson, is trying to strengthen the Camarilla's presence by bringing Boston and Hartford together, and wants to ensure that all vampires in the northeastern United States are safe. The events of Swansong kicks off with an attack at a swanky vampire clan party in Boston. You play as 3 different vampires, each about 100 years old, from different vampire clans with differing views on the Camarilla's rule. You play as Caleb, an intimidating man of Clan Ventrue, Emem, a seductive Amazon of Clan Torador, and Lisha, a clan of Malkavian. The 3 investigate conspiracies in Boston following a shootout, starting with who ordered the attack and why. With rumors of plots, murders, and power struggles, you must work in the shadows to protect your sect in a pulsating investigation that plunges Boston into chaos. Each character has their own vampiric abilities and discipline that you can upgrade. Will you choose intimidation, seduction, or stealth? The choice is yours as long as you can satisfy your hunger for blood, because using your discipline increases your hunger gauge, and if your hunger gauge gets too high, you'll need to feed on human NPCs in order to stay concealed in your human form. Choices seem to matter a lot, and especially since you get a limited amount of energy called willpower, and you need willpower points to use skills, for example, unlocking a door or hacking a smartphone. Traits and talents influence your character's sheet. Traits are positive or negative effects, influenced by success or failure or by taking certain decisions. Talents are side goals that reward players for sticking to a certain playstyle. For example, if you can control your hunger for blood, this talent will grow, making it easier. Each NPC has its own character sheet, and there are dialogue fights in-game. If a dialogue fight ends in a tie, a dice will roll and will decide a winner. In this world, the confrontations is crucial. Confrontations are tense dialogue fights with high stakes. Fail, and you'll live with game-changing consequences. Vampire: The Masquerade Swansong is using the Unreal Engine, and the game is set to be released on May 19, 2022 on the Nintendo Switch, the Xbox Series, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and PC. So what do you guys think about this type of gameplay? And is this the game for you? Comment down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and consider subscribing and hit that notification bell to help the channel grow. And if you're interested in more Vampire the Masquerade, then check out my Bloodlines 2 video. And don't forget to check out my last video, Throne and Liberty. And as always guys, I appreciate you guys for stopping by my channel. I'm Az, and thanks for watching.